guys, it's Nina the Baby Chick, and I'm going to be unboxing and showing all of you Baby Brezza's Formula Pro Advanced. I am a postpartum doula and I'm a mom of two. I have helped over 300 families over the past 11 years and have two little ones. So I have not only professional experience using this product, but also personal experience. As you can see, I have my own Formula Pro in the back that I use with my daughter. I wanted to partner with Baby Brezza so that I could show all parents how to use this product and what they can expect and how it really makes parenting life so much easier. Today, I'm going to be unboxing and showing you how to set it up, how to maintain it, and all of its cool features. So this is the box that you will receive when you order your own Baby Brezza Formula Pro Advanced. So I'm gonna open and see what's inside. All right, first thing I see, you guys, is, of course, the instructions, which we'll be looking at shortly. And then inside here is the Formula Pro. So let's get this out and take a closer look. So we just took it out of the box, and this is the Formula Pro Advanced. What I like to think of this is basically like a baby Keurig that makes your baby bottles for you. So I'm going to remove the side pieces here. Pretty easy. I love how it's just so sleek in the design. It's beautiful, and it's pretty compact for everything that it's going to do. So let's get everything off and ready to get started. But there's also another piece inside the box that we don't want to forget, and that's the drip tray. Now that we have all of the pieces out, it's important that we wash and sanitize all of the pieces of our Formula Pro Advanced. So we're gonna start with removing the water tank and washing it with warm soapy water, then letting it dry. Once you have washed your water tank with warm soapy water and let to dry, you're then going to fill it up with either bottled water, or you can fill it up with purified water that you have either boiled on your stove, and then you're going to fill this up and place it on your Formula Pro. We've just put in the water tank with our purified water. Next we're gonna do is we're gonna run that water through. So you'll wanna select 10 ounces, get a cup or a bottle that can accommodate 10 ounces, place it under here. You can adjust the drip tray to make sure that it reaches at the right level. And you'll hit this ounce button. So we'll get to 10 ounces, you'll see that. And then you're gonna hit water only. Because we don't have formula in here, you'll wanna make sure that you hit water only. Make sure also that this cap is securely tightened, because it will not run unless this is securely locked. Great, and once it's done, you'll remove this. Next thing we'll do is we'll actually turn this off. We'll need to unplug it and disassemble the top part of our Formula Pro. So the next part is we're going to remove the powder container so that we can clean this out and get it ready for our formula. So we'll remove the cap, just turn and lift up, and then you'll just pick this up. You'll see inside here that there is some instructions, and remove each piece from here. So what we're going to do is this part, you may feel like, oh, am I going to break it? But you're not. Just use a little bit extra power to lift this part up. Remove this warning label. It's just letting you know that it has to stay within this little crevice right here. Remove this. Take all of these apart. Once you have disassembled everything, you're going to want to hand wash everything before you start putting everything together. Next, you'll want to disassemble the funnel and the funnel cover. So it's this part right here underneath their logo. Just pull this out and you'll see that these two parts come apart. So you're gonna wanna also wash this with warm soapy water. Let this dry before you put this back. Now that it is dried and clean, we can put this back. You just slide this in, and how simple is that? Now that we have all of our powder container parts sanitized and dry, we can assemble this back. So first things we're going to do is place the axle on the base here. Great. Then we're going to put the powder container on here. You're gonna wanna make sure that you have the wording facing out towards you. Perfect. Now that the powder container is on the base, we're gonna be putting the measuring wheel in. So you'll want to make sure that it is placed looking exactly like this. Next, we're going to be putting in the locking cover. And when you place this in, you'll want to make sure that you put it under the tab in the front here. Perfect. I do want to point out that when you are putting in the locking cover, this part will not be laying flat. It will be coming up, and that is normal.
Then the next part we're going to put in is the stirring wheel.
We're going to lock this in place, pushing this down. Now that we have everything all assembled, we can get started. So we're going to get our formula, open this up, and a lot of times you won't see where the scooper is, and that's okay because the Formula Pro does the work for you. So we're going to put this inside our powder container. When you're putting your formula inside the powder container, you'll want to make sure that it is always above the minimum line and always below the maximum line. What I find more interesting is that it's actually more hygienic than scooping since formula is dispensed from the airtight powder container. To make sure, I always like to get the formula scoop and pat it down to double check that it is for sure below the maximum line and obviously above the minimum line. Once you have your formula in, you'll want to put the top on and lock it to make sure it's in place. Now that I have the formula ready, before I turn it on and get started, you have to make sure that you have the right powder setting so that it dispenses the correct amount of formula to water for your baby bottle. I have found the easiest way to do it is by using the QR code on the top of the box. So what you're going to do is get your phone, find the QR code, select the website that pops up, and here you go. So first thing is you're going to choose what model you have. So we have the Formula Pro Advanced. We're going to select this and then move down. Next, we're going to choose the United States of America. I'm going to keep scrolling. And then the next thing is you have to choose your formula brand. What I love about Baby Brezza's Formula Pro Advance is that it works with virtually any formula brand. So you just select the one that you are using for your baby's bottles. So I'm just going to choose, let's see here, Earth's Best Organic. And then another one, I'm going to choose the infant formula with no iron. Here we go. All right, now that I've selected that, I'm going to scroll up, follow the instructions to make sure that everything dispenses accurately. And then it shows you right here. Here's your formula setting. For stage 0 to 12 months, our setting is going to be 6. So when I turn this on, that's the first thing that we're going to adjust is our powder setting. Now that we know our powder setting, I'm going to turn it on and get everything set up to make our first bottle. Turn this on. And if you see this icon up here, it's saying that the top is not secured and closed. So we'll want to make sure that we undo this and that we have that airtight seal. See, now it's gone away, so we're good to go. If you see this icon on the far left side, it's the temperature gauge. What I also like about the Formula Pro Advance is that you can adjust it to really customize the bottle for your baby. It has 3 different temperature settings. It has room temperature, body temperature, and warmer than body temperature. So if you see here, it's actually blinking to make sure that it gets it to body temperature. You can adjust that by selecting the temperature button right here. So this is all the way at the top for warmer than body temperature. The bottom one is for room temperature, and I'm going to leave it in the middle for body temperature. These different buttons here, water only. Maybe you want to create a bottle that's just warm water at body temperature for 6 ounces, but you're going to actually add the formula later. You can do that with the Formula Pro Advanced. Really cool. All right, so we're going to hit the powder setting to make sure that we are at the right setting for our specific formula that we're using. We're currently at a 5 and it says setting, so you know we're at the right spot. And then you're going to hit powder setting until we hit 6. That's what it was recommended for our specific formula. We've selected the temperature. Now we're going to select ounces. How many ounces do you want to make for your baby bottle? You can make anything between 2 ounces and 10 ounces. And I love that it goes in single increments as well. So if we're going to make a 5-ounce bottle, you'll select the bottle that you're going to use and place it on the drip tray. Another feature that I really like is that you can adjust the drip tray so it can accommodate a small bottle or a tall bottle. So if I'm going to use the shorter one, I'll remove the top and select the height and set it underneath the funnel. If I want a taller bottle for more ounces, I can do that as well. All I have to do is pull this out, adjust, push this in for a taller bottle, and no problem. All right, so I'm gonna do a 5-ounce bottle, and this is the cool part to show you just how the magic works. I'm going to click Start now that I've selected the correct powder setting and the ounces that I'd like. The water is filled up, the powder is in, so let's hit Start. And just like that, we have a perfectly mixed warm baby bottle for your little one. How easy is that? What's really cool is that their patented mixing technology mixes the formula and water to the perfect consistency every time. After you've made a bottle, something else you want to check is the mixed formula level. You'll see that I had selected 5 ounces, but it looks like it came out to 5.5 ounces, and that is completely normal. The reason for that is the powder volume with the water, it will increase, and also the variance in the markings of the bottle. So if you selected 4 ounces and you see 4.5 or 4.75 ounces instead, that is completely normal and still the perfect amount to give your baby. Something that's important to make sure that your Formula Pro is working correctly is you'll want to make sure that you clean the funnel after every 4 uses. Luckily, the Formula Pro will light up and will show you an indication that it needs to be clean. You'll want to remove the funnel and funnel cover by pulling out and down. You'll then wash the funnel and funnel cover with warm soapy water and rinse well. It'll need to dry completely before reinstalling. The next thing, you'll also want to wipe the powder dispensing hole in the underside of the powder container using a dry paper towel or a soft dry cloth. A suggestion to make cleaning even easier is to purchase an extra funnel and funnel cover on babybrezza.com. Then you can swap the spare funnel with the funnel that needs to be cleaned. But I will say that you still have to wipe the powder dispensing hole. Also monthly, it is recommended that you disassemble and also wash with warm soapy water the water tank as well as the powder container and all of its pieces. Let it dry and put it back together. When you have a hungry baby, sometimes you need that bottle immediately. And that's what I love about the Formula Pro Advanced. With a press of the button, you can have that bottle warm and ready perfectly for your baby. Instead of having to fill your bottle with water, scoop, make sure you don't miss the amount of scoops or miscount, and then feed your baby. You can do this with a baby on the hip, and it really saves you time. Another thing that I really like is that anyone can use this, foolproof. And if you want to make an even easier way to make a warm formula bottle, try their Wi-Fi version where you can make a bottle from your phone. Plus, create 4 customized bottles for your baby so you never have to change any of the settings on the machine. Because you need to clean the Formula Pro after every 4 uses, I recommend making it like your nightly routine or your morning routine. You'll make sure that the water tank is full, that you remove the filter and the filter cap, clean it all out, fill it up with formula, and it's ready to go for the rest of the day. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Baby Brezza really makes some unique and game-changing products, and I am so glad that I got to show you the Formula Pro Advanced. It has definitely made my life easier, my family's life easier when preparing bottles for our baby, and my doula clients absolutely love it, so I know you guys will too. Go to babybrezza.com to get yours and use our coupon code BABYCHICK20 for 20% off. If you guys like this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe to watch other awesome videos.